Jamie Polhemus's chances were slim to none.
I had never heard of it, and for a disease to just cause such, I think, rare, unusual symptoms, at first you're kind of like, what's going on?
The active mother's life changed when she was diagnosed with stiff person syndrome, or SPS, an autoimmune disease so rare only one person in a million is affected by it.
Got one?
When we first met Jamie, she was having a good day.
That's a mushy one. Oh, that one's so good.
Enjoying it with her family, because it's not often she gets to do so.
They were picking peas. If you guys want to pick any more peas.
It is hard because you go almost through like a grieving process of what your life used to be like, and then you know what it is, and you have to accept it.
Her bad days look like this. Video captured by her husband Terry.
It's terrible. You really can't, like I said, we go to the doctors all the time, and you never know what's around the corner with the autoimmune diseases, especially hers.
The disease causes her muscles to stiffen and lock up.
Just having the kids hug you or make extra noise in the background. Water, taking a shower can flare the spasms. Being in public is really difficult because there's so many unexpected noises.
After taking several medications and weekly trips to the hospital for treatment, Jamie says she had run out of hope.
It was like, what else do we do?
Until she heard about stem cell transplants.
In the back of my head, it was like, oh, there might be something else. There's hope.
After doing some research, she found out that Dr. Richard Burt at Northwestern Memorial in Chicago was the country's leader for stem cell transplant for autoimmune diseases.
We are getting results that no one else has seen with conventional therapy. And it is having a big impact on people's lives.
Treating more than 23 different autoimmune diseases for the last 26 years.
People come from all over the world for our treatment.
Jamie is one of the handful of people in the U.S. to go through a clinical trial for SPS. Since this is the first trial for the disease, Dr. Burt can't guarantee you it'll work, but only speak on the success he's had with other autoimmune diseases.
It reversed disability in these patients, which no drug, no other therapy has ever done. And what's unique is it's a one-time treatment and you're off all drugs and your disability reverses, you get better, which no drug has done.
And like most major surgeries, there's a big risk.
Someone could die from what we do, and they need to understand that.
But Jamie says it's worth the chance to try to get her old life back.
I'm just hoping it gives me a second chance at life and just an opportunity to do things with the boys that I haven't been able to do and just bring back some normalcy in our life.
On July 6, Jamie headed to Northwestern to have the first part of the stem cell transplant done.
They offer a port here.
They put a port in her jugular to harvest 2 million of her stem cells. Back in Princeton, you can see the support. Family, friends, and community members held a benefit to help pay for some of her medical expenses, since Jamie's insurance won't cover the transplant.
My sister came over.
After a couple of weeks in the hospital, she's allowed to go home for a few days while her cells are kept preserved in a cryo freezer.
The first day was kind of rough and I was pretty sick after, but then you just think, okay, you just keep counting down the days.
Let us pray.
But she knows the next part will be even tougher.
Your counts are their lowest and you're most susceptible to infection.
When she returns to Northwestern, Jamie's diseased immune system is destroyed with chemo. Her cells are inserted back in, rebuilding a healthier immune system.
Each day I've been getting stronger.
Mom, I can see all of your cards.
Back at home, Jamie has cut back on her meds and no longer makes weekly trips to Perry Memorial for treatments.
I still had some spasms and flares, but they've been much more controlled. I can take prescription medicine, which in the past wouldn't alleviate them.
Now it's just a waiting game for Jamie to see if the transplant worked.
Overall, it's heading in the right direction. It's just going to take some time, patience.
A healthier Jamie wants to help others, to give hope at times when there seems to be none. and encourage others to take chances, even when the odds are against them.
Hopefully, there's going to be a success story behind it to share